Peter Gabriel is a bit of an enigma. He creates an obscure type of music. Art rock, soul pop, whatever you want to call it. It sounds a lot like upbeat pop music, but on deeper analysis, it's anything but. His songs cover a wide range of topics, and he used and still uses his position in the music industry to highlight atrocities, whether that's human rights, hypocrisy, poverty. His lyrics are also hugely introspective, and he uses his art as therapy, almost sharing his inner demons in his songs. Listening to his music is like being on the psychiatrist's couch. Part of the magic is that through his songs, we get a glimpse into his mind. And really, that's our mind as well. He's mirroring what we see in ourselves. Many of us have the same fears, insecurities, hang-ups. The only difference is that he writes about them and puts them in his songs. That's part of his genius. His songs are about the human condition, and it's not always pretty. But don't be perturbed. As you're about to find out, some of his songs are really uplifting. So, music fans, here's our pick of the best Peter Gabriel songs. Enjoy. Number 12, Digging in the Dirt. Let's start with the brilliant song Digging in the Dirt from Gabriel's 1992 album Us. Gabriel himself said in an interview that the song was about investigating the layers within yourself. And by all accounts, what's inside's pretty dark. At the time of writing this song, and indeed the whole album, he was suffering from severe depression and was going through therapy to try and get to the bottom of his problems. He'd also been reading the book Why We Kill, a psychological study into why people commit heinous crimes. Despite the somewhat morbid topic, the song has tons of groove and wouldn't be out of place on a Beck album.
This time you've gone too far. This time you've gone too far. This time you've gone too far. I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you.
Number 11, Sledgehammer. Arguably Peter Gabriel's most famous song. I mean, who doesn't know this song? It was a monster hit for him in the 80s. Of course, back then in the 80s, thanks to MTV, music videos were all the rage. And this video was a superb example of how to do something creative with a music video. It used stop animation and is pretty cool. And it was one of the most viewed music videos in MTV's history. In fact, in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine in 1987, Gabriel said, I quote, "I'm not sure Sledgehammer would have been a hit without this music video." In many ways, the song is a victim of its own success. It's just been overplayed to death, and it's pretty hard to listen to it without remembering the thousands of times you've already heard it in countless TV adverts and, everywhere. It's a bit like Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl. A great song, but overplayed. But anyway, if you can detach yourself from that, Sledgehammer is a superb song with an amazing horn section. It's a powerhouse of a tune.
I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? You better call the sledgehammer.
Number 10, Shock the Monkey. A lot of people think Peter Gabriel's song Shock the Monkey is about animal cruelty, mainly because of the music video with a caged monkey in it. But really the caged monkey is being used as a metaphor. And the monkey stands for man's baser nature, the green-eyed monster.
Monkey, monkey, monkey. Don't you know you're gonna shock the monkey? Hey.
Number 9, Games Without Frontiers. This brilliant song points out that international diplomacy is being played like a children's game. Years later, the saber rattling continues. Nothing much has changed. This track also features one of music's most misheard lyrics. The term Jeux sans frontières is French for games without frontiers, and it's repeated in the opening and closing passages of the song by a brilliant Kate Bush. However, the term is often misheard as "she's so popular." And sure, Kate Bush was popular at the time, but, come on.
If looks could kill, they probably will. In games without frontiers, war without tears. Games Peace without frontiers, war without tears. This is for Stephen Biko.
Number 8, Biko. The death of black South African anti-apartheid activist Steve Biko while in police custody in 1977 inspired this amazing protest song. Some of the lyrics are written in Xhosa, a language spoken in South Africa and made famous by activists and future President Nelson Mandela. The words talk about Biko's death and the violence that happened during the apartheid government. This song was a turning point in Gabriel's career and the start of his human rights activism. Musically, it's very unique too. In addition to the distorted guitar and the digitally produced bagpipes, the song features a simple 2-beat tone, played on Brazilian drums and vocal percussion.
Oh, Biko, Biko, Biko's Biko. Oh, Biko, Biko, Biko's Biko.
Number 7, Mercy Street. Mercy Street was inspired by Anne Sexton, an American poet and mental patient who wrote about her search for a father figure. Gabriel came across her work and felt a sort of kinship, as he also grappled with depression and, as we've already discussed, uses his art as a form of therapy, much as Anne Sexton did.
Mercy Street, where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy in your daddy's arms again.
Number 6, Red Rain. Red Rain is the opening song on Gabriel's landmark album, So. It's another introspective song that's straight from the psychiatrist's couch. Inspired by a surreal, blood-curdling dream he had that freaked him out, the song is about looking inward and seeking to deal with the pain that we feel inside. He warns us that the red rain will manifest itself in the external world if we don't deal with it. The song has a strong percussive sound to it, with Stuart Copeland of The Police playing hi-hats and Chris Hughes' Linn drum machine making a rhythm that sounds like rain.
Red rain is coming down. Red rain. Red rain is pouring down all over me.
Number 5, Don't Give Up. This is easily one of the best duets of the 80s, featuring the acclaimed Kate Bush. Lyrically, as we've come to expect by now, it's pretty deep. In the song and as you see in the video, Bush is consoling Gabriel, and therefore the listener, that everything's going to be okay, despite the hard times. On a deeper level, it's a song about handling and dealing with failure. Gabriel's marriage of 15 years was in trouble at the time of writing the song, which one assumes played a role in the song.
Don't give up, 'cause you have friends. Don't give up, you're not the only one.
Number 4, Washing of the Water. This song is about dealing with your past and moving forward. Here, water represents purity or cleansing, like baptism in the Christian faith, where one's sins are washed away and new life is started. When Coldplay's Chris Martin inducted Peter Gabriel into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Martin cited this as his favourite Peter Gabriel song. The song is like a child's lullaby, and much like purified water, the song is soothing, calm, and eases the mind.
Going away to the sea.
Number 3, Blood of Eden. Here's a song about making love in an effort to salvage a failing relationship. In the song, Gabriel uses the Garden of Eden as a metaphor for a time when man and woman were united in one body, a state they've been trying to achieve ever since. In his usual honest way, he's quick to see where his own failings played a part. I saw the signs of my undoing, he sings. They had been there from the start. The band uses African polyrhythms and choral arrangements to make a soothing, rich piece of musical tapestry. The addition of Sinead O'Connor is inspired too.
In the blood of Eden, lie the woman and the man, the man and the woman and the man.
Number 2, Solsbury Hill. In one of Peter Gabriel's biographies, he said this song is about being prepared to lose what you have for what you might get. He wrote this song in a transformational period. He just left his band Genesis and thought he'd ruined his career in the process. Understandable, they were a huge band at the time. In hindsight, always a nice thing, he made the right decision by going solo, but he had no idea if his solo career was ever going to take off. Solsbury Hill is a folky, uplifting, joyous song that immediately grabs you. It's one of the most evocative songs ever written, I think. There's lots of imagery in the song. When you listen to the lyrics, you hear what he was going through. The real hill in Somerset, England, has become a sort of Peter Gabriel pilgrimage site. It's worth going to sometime.
My heart's going boom, boom, boom. Hey, he said, grab your things, I'm gonna take you home. Hey, back home.
Okay, many of the songs on this list you could justifiably put in position 1, but I think there's one song which really deserves the top spot, and I think that song is In Your Eyes. It's got to be one of the best contemporary love songs ever written, and for many the song takes on religious overtones. It's a joyous, optimistic, gorgeous song, and sees Gabriel at his existential brilliant best. Of course, you may have heard the song in the movie Say Anything. The song is played by John Cusack in the scene at the end of the movie where he woos his girlfriend.
I wanna be back in your eyes. I wanna touch like the heat I see in your eyes.
Okay, so there's my pick of the top 10 Peter Gabriel songs. So do you agree with my choice? Do you agree with the ordering? What are your favourite Peter Gabriel songs? Share them in the comments. See you soon, music fans.